when he's conquered and won.
Raider Nation, let's go, let's go. Raider Nation, let's go, let's go. Raider Nation, are you ready for some football? You ain't ready for no football. You ain't ready for the Oakland Raiders.
Hey, what's going on, Raider Nation? Welcome to another video for the Black and Silver Way. It is your host, Dylan. How you guys been? It's been over pretty much the whole weekend since I have made a video. And we made some pretty big moves over the weekend and pretty much on Friday and Thursday. There's been a lot of things been going on. The biggest news that we got is pretty much we have our starting quarterback, Matt Schuab from the Houston Texans. We actually traded for Matt Schuab for a 6th round pick. And we pretty much got him to come to the Oakland Raiders. So he was looking for a fresh start. Last year he didn't do well in Houston at all. It was his worst year as a Houston Texan. And you know, everybody deserves a second chance. I don't care what you say, unless you're Jamarcus Russell. Unless you're Jamarcus Russell, you don't deserve a second chance. But for the most part, this guy has had a great career. I don't care what anybody says. He was an elite quarterback for about 5 years of his career. And all the way up to this last year, he was on those 5 years in a row being an elite passer. And he's very smart. He's a veteran. And it's something that it's going to be easy in camp. It's just going to be easy transition. It's going to be easy for him to pick up things. And he really wants a fresh start. He really wanted to get out of the Houston Texan organization, which he did. And now he has a clean start with the Oakland Raiders. And we're giving him a lot of faith. Our whole organization is saying how much we wanted him. We believe in him. You know, a new team, new faces, new front office, new players. Everything's going to be new for this guy. He could go back to the way he was easily, guys. He had one bad year. I have a lot of faith in this guy. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of you guys are calling him the pick master. You know, we just fucked up. It's over. Our season's already over. I don't see why you guys are being so negative, because it's not like he's inconsistent like year in and year out, year in and year out. He just had a bad year last year. And honestly, what we did, you know, trading him for a 6th round pick is great. And another thing, another follow-up over the weekend is the Raiders, to get more cap room this year. He actually reconstructed his deal to make, I think, instead of $10 million guaranteed, what the Texans were going to give him, I think he's going to be getting somewhere around $8 million, 8.5. So that shows that he wants to be, you know, he's showing that he wants to be here, and he respects that. We can make more moves. We could do other things with that, an extra $3 or $2 million off of his contract. And, you know, if he's really bad in camp and it's just horrible, and Matt McGloin, Trent Edwards, they're just ripping him up, and McGloin looks like he should be the starter, then you know that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what happened with the whole Matt Flynn and Terrelle Pryor thing. Matt Flynn comes in. He's going to be the projected starter. What do you know? He started looking like shit during preseason. He started looking like shit in camp. And Terrelle Pryor, he was looking better. So it definitely isn't a set deal yet, but Reggie McKenzie and the whole Raiders organization has made it loud and clear that Matt Schaub they want to be the starting quarterback. He just needs to do well in camp, and we'll see how he plays in the preseason. But for right now, Matt Schaub is looking to be our quarterback for the next 2 to 3 years. Reggie McKenzie said this is not going to be a short-term deal. This is going to be for the next 3 to 2 years. So, you know, I hope the best for Schaub, because who doesn't hope the best for Schaub? He's going to be our freaking quarterback, and that's like the general on a football team. So we gotta hope he does. We gotta hope that he does okay. And I do have high hopes for Matt Schaub, and I'm just really glad that we got him. We got a veteran, and you know, it's just, coming into this season, I feel a little more relief with, you know, now we got James Jones. We got Rod Streeter coming off of a good year. We got Denarius Moore, Andre Holmes. We got a good amount of receivers out there, guys, and he could be having fun if Matt Schaub is feeling good. Everyone's fast. They got some hands. I can't wait to see how this offense is going to click, and that's all I have to say about Matt Schaub. I've always felt really bad for Terrelle Pryor. You know, he didn't get a chance the first year to even compete for a starting job when Al Davis drafted him. Then the second year comes around, and he doesn't get the job because Carson Palmer's still around. So that didn't go good. Then Carson Palmer leaves last year, and they bring in Matt Flynn, and they didn't want to give Terrelle Pryor a chance. And they ended up letting him, you know, get the starting job because he did work hard in the offseason of last year, and he looked better than Matt Flynn because our whole offensive line and our offense was just fucked up. So Terrelle Pryor did get a starting job. He looked good for a couple times, but then he started looking pretty bad. So the Raiders knew that they weren't going to be set on Terrelle Pryor for the long run, or even if for the rest of the season. And he got injured, so they let Matt McGloin came in, and he started throwing the ball around, and he had a really impressive game against the Texans. And then he started getting a little inconsistent, making some rookie mistakes, but he's a rookie, you know, and he showed a lot of potential for me and a lot of room for growing. And, you know, this year, Terrelle Pryor just didn't finish out as a starter last year. And then this year, right here coming up, we just got Matt Schuab. So Terrelle Pryor's tired of it. Terrelle Pryor's been working really hard in the offseason this year. I see him always grinding on Instagram, Twitter, everything he does. He posts so many pictures of him training with trainers, trying to get better. And I respect that. And Al Davis, that was his last pick. So that would have been really cool if he would have been our franchise quarterback for years to come. But it's not going to happen. Not with Reggie McKenzie in office and not with Dennis Allen at the coach, guys. They're just not into the way Terrelle Pryor's style of play is. And Terrelle Pryor is really recognizing that now that we acquired Matt Schaub. So Terrelle Pryor has hit his agent up and said, look, you got to get me out of Oakland. We're going to trade. We're going to get released. Somehow, we got to sit down with Reggie. I'm trying to get on a different team where I could actually be a starter and show what I could do. I respect that because the guy really does want more of a chance to start, not just half a season, and that's it. And the offense that we had was all shitty and kind of all messed up, the offensive line. I agree with that. Maybe he does need a fresh start. And it's not going to be a starting job in Oakland, ever. You know, not with Reggie McKenzie and Dennis Allen. It just ain't going to happen. So Terrelle Pryor is demanding a release, and he's demanding a trade. Either one, we're going to see what happens. We don't know what the market's going to be like for him, but Reggie McKenzie did announce today on Twitter that he is going to have a sit-down meeting with Terrelle Pryor's agent and Terrelle Pryor on Thursday. So I'll keep you guys posted and let you know what's going to happen with Terrelle Pryor, but in my opinion, I'm not mad at the guy. He's really he's been in a shitty 3 years of his career. It's been a hit or miss, hit or miss. He's coming on his 4th year now. He wants to just be a guaranteed starter. So, you know, good luck to Terrelle Pryor. Thanks for rocking that, silver and black. You know, once a Raider, always a Raider, and good luck to your career, man. Richie Incognito made it very clear to the press about a week ago that the team that I'd really like to play for and I've always wanted to play for is the Oakland Raiders. They fit my style. They fit everything, you know. I would really love to get a second chance in the NFL, and I wish it would be with the Oakland Raiders. Of course, gets blown out of proportion, Bleacher Report, Twitter, everything. So, of course, Reggie McKenzie and the Oakland Raiders organization did find out about it. And today, Reggie McKenzie was getting asked about, are you guys going to bring in Richie Incognito? He really wants to be a Raider. He'll sign for cheap. Are you guys going to be able to bring him in, maybe beef up that offensive line? And Reggie McKenzie kind of just smiled, laughed about it, and said, I don't know. He's kind of walking it off. But, you know, I wouldn't mind if Richie Incognito, came on our offensive line because they could sign him for cheap. Seems like he's going to be surrounded by a bunch of good guys, no one to be causing problems for him. And if he really wants to be smart about it and he really wants a second chance in the NFL, guys, he's got to stop being a fucking idiot. So I think this time around, he won't want to be causing problems. I think he's just going to be doing his job because he's going to be getting paid. He's going to be playing for the Raiders. And I just think that that's what he wants. He just wants another chance on a team, and hopefully he's learned his lesson. And I would take him for cheap. And if he starts causing problems, locker room problems, cut him. That's all it is. Cut him. That's it. And that's all you got to do. But I don't know if Reggie McKenzie, I know that's not his style of guy. Like the guy that Richie Incognito is, the big name, the problems, this and that. I don't think Reggie McKenzie is into that kind of player. But he does. He's a Pro Bowler. He's a really good offensive line. And he really could help out, Darren McFadden in the run game. He could really help out, being on the secondary. I don't know. But I think it's harmless, guys. I really think it's harmless. But I think Reggie McKenzie's going to pass on it. Give me your input. Comment in the bottom. Let me know. Would you take Richie Incognito for a cheap price? And, if he starts causing problems, release him. I don't think I'm wrong. I think this guy deserves a second chance. Whatever. His past is his past. And if he can help out the offensive line, why not? And to wrap up this video today, I actually was looking at some of the top prospects in this draft coming up because draft is right around the corner. And I was looking at Sammy Watkins highlight videos on YouTube. Oh my God, yo. Sammy Watkins is ridiculous. That is definitely who I want to go with that 5th pick, guys. I'm sorry, you guys are saying, draft a quarterback. But, you know, I'm pretty comfortable if you give a full amount of offseason, you know, with Matt McGloin, and now he's going to be behind Matt Schaub learning a lot. I think McGloin's going to have a really good long career with us. I'm not even freaking kidding with you guys. Trent Edwards, that was just random. It's just going to be another arm in camp. But I really see a potential in Matt McGloin, so I'm hoping he learns from Schaub, or maybe he might even beat out Schaub. I think we're set right now with the quarterback. I say you got to draft Sammy Watkins. If you guys ever get a chance, watch his highlights. He is ridiculous. Hard runner, makes insane catches. He's really fast. He's got a really he's really focused on football. He wants to be the best. I really like Sammy Watkins. I actually have never had the time to actually check out Sammy Watkins, and he's pretty ridiculous. And I would be very surprised if he's even there at the 5th pick. But the first pick, you know the Texans are going to go with the quarterback, either Manziel, because Manziel was already hanging out with Arian Foster at the Houston Rocket game like a week ago. I think that he's already had talks with the Texans, and I think it's going to be a done deal. I definitely see Johnny Manziel going to the Texans. But the teams before us, guys, they all need quarterbacks. We need a quarterback too. All the ones leading up to us are going to be grabbing quarterbacks, in my opinion. I think we should just grab Sammy Watkins. He's going to be a great star, guys, in the NFL. I could already tell. If you watch that videos, guys, you guys got to check him out. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this video. I just want to give you guys just a few Raider news that's going on. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. I always like to see that like button hit. Share on Twitter. Share with your friends. Share with anyone that you want that likes these Raider updates. Please share around. Please, we're trying to get the subscribers high up in here. So thanks again for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.